the positive side of Rudy. Whenever I think of the movie Rudy, I think of you're 5'0" 100 nothing. He's like, thanks, coach.
You can do it. You're amazing.
Oh,
absolutely.
Hello, and welcome to the Wednesday Night Spectacular. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the House of Sewing. I want to say hello. Hello to Katie. Great to see you. Great to see you. Shalom.
Hi, Shalom. Hey. Check your email. I sent you another one.
So, Terry, great to see you. Great to see you. I'm clicking buttons all over the place.
Who's collecting buttons?
I am. Judy, hello. Great to see you. Great to see you. Tasha, hello.
Hi, Tasha. The kids are sleeping. You're here. Hi.
Yeah, come on in. The water is just fine.
Okay.
Check it. Hey, Gothic Banjo. How's it going? Great to see you. Welcome. I'm still warming up. It's early Wednesday. I have a few projects. I know it's crazy, but 2025 is a new year. Excuse me. I'm still on my no-buy. Yay, Rita. Hello. Sorry, what's that?
I said that's amazing. What's today's date? The 15th?
Almost.
You're halfway through the month.
Days. What did you say about the first 21 days?
First 21 days are the hardest. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Mr. Covey.
I was told it takes a week to change your life.
21 days. Yeah. But I was always told 21 days to create a habit. And is it Franklin Covey? Yeah. When I worked in the restaurant business, he was huge with my restaurant people. But you're doing amazing. I'm so super proud of you. Look at you. You're creating stuff.
Hey, Melania. Hello.
There you go.
I'll be sleeping soon too, Jess. I'm falling asleep. Oh, awesome.
Well, you know, us East Coast kids. I understand.
Did you send Tammy a link?
Yes, I just sent Tammy.
Thank you so much. You're getting a pay raise. Hello, Melania. How's it going?
So what do I get now?
I don't know. I can bribe you with something. You like floral, huh? You like floral?
I do.
Do you like blue? I have blue, burgundy, kind of pink, off pink, pastel kind of blue, kind of cracking color.
Okay, look at my skin tone. I don't do pink. Okay, I turn red at a drop of a hat. Do you think I'd look good in pink?
I just started buying floral prints a couple years ago. I just was like, oh, that looks nice. Okay. I wasn't ever looking for anything specific, you know.
I know. Don't I look so cute? I sent her a picture.
And I lasted for those people that said I wouldn't last 5 minutes. We're going on almost 16 days.
Sorry, Tammy. It takes me a little longer to send a link out.
You will double your set. Absolutely, Tasha.
From 0 to 0. Yes. Oh, well,
double zero.
There could be benefits on the side. Absolutely, like clothing.
I'm telling you, if you are within my height in a certain direction, I have clothes for you. I have a whole wardrobe for you.
Only 2,500 miles away.
Hello.
Hi. I'm embodying goth tonight.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm always kind of gothy. I'm always I dress like an angsty teenager in the 80s.
I believe it.
Well, I have to rotate my Slayer shirts. Do you know what makes me want to cry when the younger generation, someone's like, "Who's Slayer?" and I'm like, "We can't talk anymore. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself."
Are you serious? Even I know who they are.
It happens all the time. Do you know? Online, it is still weird to me when someone's like, "This is my first time watching Star Wars," or "This is my first time But I get there's a younger generation, but to me these are staples.
Yeah.
They are.
Would you
They
disown me
are.
as a friend if I never watched any of that stuff?
No, not everybody's into it. I grew up in a sci-fi house.
Yeah.
So I don't expect people like I grew up with the Hobbit series with Isaac Asimov.
I watched every Stargate, every known to man,
Okay, hold
because
on.
of my people.
You watch Stargate? I love
I do.
Stargate.
I do.
I've
I
I
seen
went
them.
from MacGyver. I went from MacGyver to watching Stargate. That was like my show.
I sometimes have dreams that I'm going through the wormhole. Like seriously, like I'm boop, and I'm going to another planet.
I have to take years off because I watched so much Stargate. Because when I'm watching it, I'm quoting it.
Yeah.
That's me in red, Shalom.
Stargate Atlantis. Oh, I can quote all that.
I love Atlantis. John Shepard.
Yes. He's hot too.
That episode Vegas. There's an episode. It's the last season. It's like the 8th episode. I'm a geek, but it's called Vegas. It is such a good episode. It makes me cry. Yeah.
I'm like,
So, and the consensus of the people says that'll look good in pink. So you should make me something in pink.
I can totally see you in pink.
Guess what? Agreeing with me. Into mom vibe, same.
Yeah.
I
Don't
So-
put me in yellow and we're good.
I discovered last year that I look good in yellow, even though with the coat I made, I look like Gordon's Fisherman. I look like the old. Oh, what was it? The Islanders? They had this logo with a guy with a fisherman hat, a hockey stick. I've never seen Star Wars. Terry.
She's joking.
Girl.
She's joking.
Girl,
Keep
I'm
going.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw it in the theater. Okay. But I think that's another thing. Or like, I was obsessed with Steve Martin movies as a kid. So if someone's like, "This is my first time seeing The Jerk," I'm like, "What planet do you live on?" But I grew up because of my lung issues. I grew up just watching television all the time. So I don't expect people to be savants like me.
Did you watch Little House on the Prairie?
I loved Little House on the Prairie. Are you kidding me? When I first started making patches, I would hand stitch everything. I would call them my Laura Angle patches because I would put them, I would just get white material and just start sewing.
Yes.
And they filmed it around here.
Oh, I never thought that you would. Yeah. It didn't feel like you.
Are you kidding me? I was a cowboy show.
Mm-hmm. So you're all into.
Oh, I love Bonanza.
Oh, what about Lund? There's another one. Oh,
okay, if you want to get into it, because I was raised by people who were raised by radio shows, I watched The Rifleman. I still watch Have Gun, Will Travel. All of these are on TV here because they used to film them here. So all those old shows.
I've never seen Have Gun Will Travel, even though Paladin is the sheriff. I've never seen it. My dad told me about it. Yeah.
Every time you say that, it makes me think of that.
Yeah.
Because with my recent travels, they play it on the radio, and I'm like, oh, that's why I love driving.
I didn't know about that until my dad told me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's actually a TV show, and I still have never seen it.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I haven't seen a lot of the new remakes, but that's just because I'm an old fuddy-duddy.
And like, my father-in-law was really big into Elvis. So when Elvis was a cowboy for a couple of, I don't know what show that was. I have to think about that one. But he watched all of those for like reruns for a very long time.
I love that. Do you know, when I was a kid, I watched Pippi Longstocking. I went back and watched it. It's hard to watch.
Red-haired, freckled girl.
I watched all of that as a kid.
Yes.
Because it was people, I was living vicariously through these people. I couldn't physically do any of these things that these children were doing, but I could watch them on television and watch them do it. I love that show. Too.
I used to put like hangers in my hair and braid them so they stick out like hers.
Hey, Alibaba.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. Even if I don't, I never put the hangers in my hair, but every time I braid my hair in 2 braids, I got accused of trying to be Pippi Longstockings.
I'm trying to grow out my hair so I can braid it again. I have to grow it just a little bit more.
Mine is getting incredibly long.
Yeah.
I have a weird question to my Canadian friends. They don't show like old shows in Canada here, and I know it's an American thing. And I literally live less than like I live very close to Hollywood, but I'm just saying they don't show that on television. Like all of that stuff is shown on TV here, all of it. I still love Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Yay.
They don't want to be Americanized.
I don't blame them.
That's what it is. Yes, closet hangers. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. When my kids were little, my ex-hubby we lived atop of a mountain and on an old homestead ranch. Water came from 7 underground streams and had to pack water. I could do that. You don't think I could, but I could live like that.
Yes. There was metal closet hangers, absolutely, and you cut them, and you kind of so they could stick out. Yeah.
The best ones are from the dry cleaners because all you had to do was take out the cardboard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try growing up with long red hair and braiding it.
Oh, girl, you were my Pippi.
So tonight I'm actually going to be sewing because this year is my year of no buy, and I've been discovering all the projects I've been procrastinating. So I put ribbon around my hardest working man in sew business shawl, and I cut it to where I'm not walking on it.
Hey,
how much did you cut off?
Oh, look, just it's up to my.
Is it barely like hitting the floor now?
Well, it's like it depends on what boots I'm wearing, but it's not hitting the floor.
Did we cut 6 inches off or less?
Like 5 on each side.
Okay. So
it was literally dragging.
Yeah.
So
I kept warning you not to trip.
We can't have you dragging anymore.
No.
I'm all about fashion over function. You know what's funny? I invert those two all the time.
You do.
We have loads of American television, including
we love it.
But we get old British shows.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Oh, the old British shows. I love those things.
Using mugs. Interesting.
Ooh, very cool.
To create wire stands using a mug.
Yeah,
have to put
like
video.
Something like this.
Put that on a video, Terry, and show me so that we can, DIY that.
Yes, please put it on a video.
I have one of those too, Tony.
I have none, but
I threaten this all the time in my job. I could see William doing that for vacation, but not for years. Lived that way for almost 10 years. I tell them all the time, I'm like, I'm going to leave and just go to get a plot of land and never talk to any of you.
You know what the hardest part about that for me is I would have to figure out how I'm setting up a long arm and running my sewing machine and my software and all of that. So, yeah.
I could geek out and show you some really cool modern solar.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. But then I'd have to study and figure it out and understand it. Do I really want to expand the brain width or the brain bandwidth to that or keep on patterns?
Yeah.
Do you live near a 5 Below?
Yes.
No.
I do.
I don't. There is not a I don't know where the nearest one is.
When my kids were little, that was Christmas. Like I'd go there and I'd fill up a cart.
It was
the best thing ever.
Well, there were certain stores where I told my son, like, you can get whatever you want. And that was one of them.
I know.
But the dollar store is where he'd go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mine too. I go, here's $10. You can get 10 things. And they're like, oh, it's great.
I remember those days when we had 2009 ice storm. We knew how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for explaining. Pictured several hangers without anything done. I totally get it.
Nancy, where are you from? Like what state?
The closest store that's 150 miles away on the road or 8 miles down the mountain on horseback. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Five Below Shalom is a store where everything's $5 and below.
It's kind of like
it's not like that anymore, but yeah.
It's kind of more like a
I haven't gone in a very long time.
It's like an upscale version of Dollar Tree. The closest one, you guys can take a guess how close the closest Five Below is to me. Because I had to look that up.
Is it in Juliet or whatever that other big town is over there? Gillette?
Yeah. That was the closest one. That's 106 miles. The next closest one. Yeah, the one I'd probably go to is the one in Cheyenne, and that's like 150 miles. Because I've got other things in Cheyenne I can go to.
There's one within walking distance of my house, but I saw in my mind the same cheap stuff that was at the dollar store at Five Below. So there wasn't much of a weird, I don't know. But now that I hear they have fabric, I will avoid that place. Yes, things are for $10.
What?
Oh, I didn't know they had fabric.
Did somebody say that in the chat?
Alibaba, fantastic idea, but my disabilities would prevent me from doing that. So, no, not an option.
Nancy is in Kentucky.
Yeah. Nancy is in Kentucky.
Yeah, I asked her where she lived. Because we had a big ice storm in 98 or 97 up in New York. And we were like without power for 2 weeks. So I didn't know where she was and if she was part of that at one time. My lips are so dry. I can't do this.
Yeah. I love her next comment. Upscale? Interesting.
I don't know how we can have 700 cords and we're missing one.
I know my internet like crapped out a minute ago, but we may have more fun because I just got informed today that they're coming to start installing fiber on the 21st. The day of my anniversary live. Yeah, but they're coming to install it. So I don't know what they're going to do to our old internet in the process.
They can't do anything about it. It'll sit there with it. It'll just get installed next to it.
We're gonna hope.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything the way that they should at this apartment complex.
We're having first world problems here in the house of sewing. No, my son's phone. Like I Amazoned Apple cords, but they were like, imitation ones. They all work, but sometimes they won't translate between the computer and the phone. And so my son he walks in here and he's like, do you have any unused cords? And I was like, mute, because no, I just bought I have every Apple cord known to man now,
Yeah, the Amazon ones I never have a problem with.
He's having a problem with something, but both of our Bluetooth speakers that came from the dollar store, actually, no, mine came from the dollar store. They're slowly starting to fade out. So it's time to re-up. And it's not like this is expensive technology. So I'm hoping it's just the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
And let's be real, the kid's walking around with Beats. I'm so jealous because this is the third time I've brought it up.
Yeah.
My son,
I had no idea.
My son's headphones are so expensive. I'm like, don't leave those around. You put them back in the case. Those are real.
He needs one of your little mannequins heads so he can put it on and he's done.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That's actually a genius idea. I have one on the standby and ready for him right
You're
now.
Welcome. You need to put a little scarf on it or something so that the styrofoam won't rub on it, But yeah.
And that way he looks.
Raiders, right? He's a Raiders football fan. You can put a little Raiders scarf on it.
That reminds me, he has 5 yards of Raiders fabric that he still hasn't done anything with. We're going to make pillows because he wanted to make pillows.
I get a bonus for that one, right?
Yeah.
You
do. I would love to go to
So-
Kentucky. I want to listen to old bluegrass and pick pecans.
That's
We
not
can
the
do-
only place you can find it.
When they did fiber optic here, the old stayed until fiber was finished. They switched
Mhm.
those who paid for it. Some are
Yep.
still on the old system.
Mhm.
That reminds me, this is my final StreamYard stream.
It's the final
it?
countdown.
Last night, I'm sitting here because we all remember the saga of my actual bank account getting hacked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So all my cards are switched, everything switched over. So everything I'm forgetting about is like, hey, you gotta pay us, you know. This is so true, Terry. This is so true. But long story short, last night, StreamYard, hold on, let me pull the email before I start telling phishing stories. Let me say
Please,
the
yes.
exact
How-
number.
Was it 12 inches, 14, 16, 28?
Let's see. I
How long was it?
started
How long was that fish?
10
It was
hours.
2 inches.
For real though.
It was a
Oh,
little
really?
guy. It was a little guy.
It was a
800.
minnow.
They were going to charge me $827.88.
Oh, for what?
That's what I.
StreamYard. For a whole year of StreamYard.
Oh my goodness, no.
I do pay the whole fee, but I've been with StreamYard for 5 years. They've gone downhill, and I always pay the full fee, but the most I've ever paid is like 150, 200 a year, or something in that direction. And 1 year I paid $400, and I could get up to 11 people, and I did not have more than like 3 or 4 people in my streams.
Yeah. So we need to channel Mona right now because she's like an expert over there on StreamYards. No, what did I say?
Labs.
Streamlab. Thank you.
So I
Yeah,
need
That could be
something
an
else.
option.
I need something else because StreamYard's trying. And the funny thing is, they sent me an email like we're familiar, like, hey, William, you always pay us $827. Not ever in the history of ever on planet Earth have I paid them that much money. So
I don't pay anything for
Um,
my Streamlabs. I don't pay anything for it.
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've been paying hundreds
He
of
likes-
dollars since like 2019.
Can you do can you bring up all this, like what he's doing?
The text on the screen, possibly. I haven't played with it to see.
Yeah.
But probably. Becca uses StreamYard or Streamlabs too.
Yeah, she does. I don't talk to her.
And
So I'm just gonna find
I
another
don't watch her
service.
either.
It's
Yeah,
not
you
anything
haven't-
too
Sunday.
hardcore. Yeah, I have a couple days till Saturday.
Saturday. Thanks.
but that's crazy. And
Oh,
imagine, because all I do is just like when something pops up on my phone, it's like, oh, so and so is charging you. I'm like, whatever, and I just hit the button. I don't even look. I'm like, whatever, just let it go through. I would have hit that button, and they would have charged me $827.
I'll look tomorrow when I get ready to set up for tomorrow night.
I'm going to bill you.
Because none of the Streamlabs stuff I use is paid for. The skins that I use came with my microphone, so it was a freebie. But you can buy the skins outright, so you're not paying a monthly or yearly or whatever. And then I do pay for Zoom, or my husband pays for Zoom.
I might just do that. I might just find something reliable and start paying for it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I
I
have a hardcore pet peeve. Hidden fees make me so angry.
Oh, they do. I will argue people for hidden fees.
I'm a Zoom expert.
Oh.
So if you have any questions with Zoom, I can help you out. I used
And
it for 2 years.
They had the stones to tell me, oh, your payment for $800. Well, first off, you're going through a wrong card, and second, I wouldn't pay you $827 for your site that doesn't work.
Use a Patty Zoom and stream to YouTube. I have not tried that option yet because I have seen other people going straight from Zoom.
Yeah.
Nancy, I thought it was a scam, but then I clicked on this, and it has a scroll up top that says, excuse me, your payment has not gone through. And I'm like, oh, you really were trying to charge me $827. So this is the final stream.
I was just
So
getting accustomed to it.
I know for a fact that it was StreamYards because they're reminding me. Like, honestly, I'm surprised that because when you're not paying, everything goes black and the
Yeah.
duck pops up. I'm surprised
Yeah.
that my background is still here and all that because they've been trying to run my old card for a while.
Oh gosh.
Because my bank
What?
is on some due diligence right now because someone did hack my actual real bank account.
Mm.
So, my bank is on it like, who's this?
When you go,
Did you go to Burger King yesterday? Okay, just making sure.
so people, when you go traveling, do you tell your bank you're going traveling so that your card doesn't get denied? That's the question.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Not all the time.
Because I've never done it when I go to, up and down the Eastern Seaboard. When I go to New York, I've never done that. So,
well,
with all my
that's
Vegas
your normal
trips,
travel though.
Sorry. Recently, my bank hasn't said a word, and that's why I knew my card was stolen. I think my bank knows that I'm an erratic spender. You just have to look at my track record. So when I was denied at the gas station, I was like, "Oh, someone hacked my card."
Yeah.
Because gas is the one. Like I could get gas in Guatemala, Zimbabwe, Saskatoon. Shout out to Saskatoon.
Hi, Kilroy. How are you doing?
The farthest east I've ever been in Canada. Yay. Yes, we do notify bank. I do too. I take cash. I do, but I use my card for gas because gas is expensive when you're driving. Regardless if it's $2, $5, it's expensive. Sure you did.
Okay.
Something late night shopping on some random website, not for $827. Now StreamYard tried to scam me last night. There's no way that I'm gonna pay them $827.
Let me see. I'm looking right now at my Streamlabs. Because like if you want to upgrade to like some of the skins, it's like $189 a year, or you can do $27 a month. But I don't pay anything for mine. So you can do it without. You can do it without skins because that's what I was doing until I got this microphone and got it for free.
My bank's over it. I'm over it.
Right.
Or use the camera to record yourself in Zoom, open up one computer screen and use another computer with the camera to film the screen on that computer.
Okay. So the way that I do, so when using Streamlabs, in order to transfer Zoom over, you share your screen for the app or share a window. So like when I do my show and tells, I'm sharing a picture screen from my computer. So like where I've opened it up. So you can share it that way. You just have to open your other app like Zoom or whatever before you open Streamlabs. It's a little bit of a pain, but it works.
I'm just going to have to learn something new. And quite honestly, StreamYards is not what it used to be. I just want to use my other cameras. You guys are going to be shocked when you can actually see me from other angles.
Yes. That's going to be crazy.
It's been a while, and I actually would always have my more wide camera on because I liked that angle. But something happened with StreamYards where they're not reliable anymore.
Yeah.
You got to get on Streamlabs. They're free streaming programs you can use that do a better job. I bet someone hacked Streamlabs.
Oh, you mean StreamYard? Possibly.
And also, like, their customer service, they're in another country, okay? I get it. They have different etiquette, but they will tell you to go stuff yourself. I was told, I have the email where the guy was like, well, you can go F-word yourself.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, there's a lot of free content here I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm looking.
And so they're like, StreamYards does not care. And I'm a Karen. I will ask for the manager. I will call and ask. I am mega Karen. So, needless to say, I am done with StreamYards after 5 years. And you know what? I only did it because I was following everybody else. Let's be real. The only reason I did that is because everybody else was on it. But that was years ago.
Hi, Joydy.
Hi,
Mona.
Joydy.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Mona. I saw so many of these people earlier at Danny's.
Hello, Mona. So, Mona, would you recommend Streamlabs? Because StreamYards tried to charge me $827 last night, and
Talk Studio.
I told them no. So this is my very last StreamYards ever. After 5 years, this is the last StreamYard show.
She uses Talk Studio.
Oh, I haven't tried Talk Studio.
I will check it out. I need something new in my life.
Yeah.
And again, it's more the hidden fees.
Streamlabs Talk Studio. Okay.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of just like, oh, by the way, we have this hidden fee that we were just going to charge you. My bank would have so denied that anyways. So you're again.
We hope.
Like an email telling
We
you to go. This was recently.
And she says she loves Streamlabs and Talk Studio.
I need something new. I'm over it. I am over this drama. And I can't use my fancy cameras. I can't use anything.
Hi, Rita.
You need to be able to use more stuff. Okay.
Studio. Yay. Hello, everybody. I'm going to be finishing my shawl this evening, but I'm attempting to wind the bobbin on my fob.
Okay.
But I'm just this is like my morning because my circadian clock is completely flipped. This is like my morning time right now.
We totally want to see you wind that bobbin, William. We are here for that bobbin winding.
Oh, I have a bunch of stuff. See, I need to bring my cameras back. I had a sewing camera. I like having junk on my desk. I'm definitely a junk collector. And you need 50 pairs of scissors on your desk.
Yeah.
My multiple cameras I can manage easily through Streamlabs.
That's what's important to me at this point.
I'm trying to see because there is an alert box you can use, and I'm just not
the money.
Alerts on my shits. Okay.
That's still way cheaper than StreamYards.
Yeah.
I always round up. So when you tell me 800 something, to me that's $1,000. Yay, hello.
Yeah.
Jane. So they're trying to charge me $1,000 behind my back. I'm gonna get mad.
Oh, JT or so Terry. So many funny comments. Love it.
Oh, I need to
come pick you up, Terry. I know I say this all the time. It'll happen eventually. I'll come pick you up. We'll go on a road trip.
I don't know why I don't have a bobbin winder. I had that conversation with myself today.
I have a bobbin winder. How can I have a bobbin winder and you don't have a bobbin winder?
It's because I used to use my baby lock as a bobbin winder. Like I had a bobbin machine, but it's been since retired.
I'm disappointed out of everything. It feels like every time I mention something, you don't have it now.
Yeah, I'm hanging up an out of order sign. 2025, we're rebuilding here in the house of sewing.
Right. Okay, let's see.
It is the money truck.
Hey, I'll get a van. Who else wants to come on this trip with us?
Do you know I still make fun of myself? When I was a kid, me and my best friend, we promised each other we were going to get a van and travel around America because vans were like the cars, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not about that van life now. I'm old. I'm entrenched in my house. I am not about that van life.
Right.
They also have
as long as you have your own seat and you can stretch out. Yeah. You got it.
I am mad.
All right, Shalom. Shalom, we're coming for you.
Road trip.
Yeah.
For some reason I come from a land down under stuck in my head right now for no good reason. Can you hear me? You better run, you better take cover. You can tell what I listen to. I listen to more happy music.
Everyone needs happy music. It resets them.
Yeah.
It's a dance party here.
It does look like you can put a chat box in there.
I wasn't allowed to ride in a van.
I'm going to.
I'm not
Well, you can come ride in my van.
a
I had a dance party at school today, and you should have saw all the little boys. They're like, "No, Mrs. Wilkie, don't play this." We played Frozen for one song, and we sang it.
Oh, Lord.
And all the boys were just like crazy. But then I let them sing a song. I had no idea what it was. Still don't. Some rapper dude, but it was clean. I was like, what am I listening to? But it was great. I made them happy too. Gotta have a dance party every Wednesday.
Let's see.
You still finding that bobbin?
It was an empty bobbin.
Oh.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the clacking of my Clydesdale fob.
So you can do a chat box. It's not going to appear the same direction that this does. It's actually like a box window. So it will scroll as the chat scrolls. So you do have to be a little bit more on top of it.
So it's on the side like Mona's is. And Lisa's from last Saturday. Okay. And everyone can see the chat too.
Yeah, everybody can see the chat.
Yeah.
So if
Thank you
you're on the
so
TV,
much
you're
for stopping by, Judy. Sorry.
Good night, Judy.
Good night, Judy. See you on the flip side of sometime.
Yes.
All the brothers to the left, singers to the right. Oh, when I open my museum, I will have the brother wing, the singer wing,
and the lonely foff in the middle.
No, it'll be an oddball hall or something. You know, I'll give it a fancy name. The Motley Crue Hall or something.
The Island of Misfit Machines. Absolutely.
Absolutely. See, patent pending.
Finally got the heat in here working.
That actually happened to me today. I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. We have like 40, 50 mile an hour winds right now. And I was like, I'm going to stand outside of the car. I stand out and I'm like, okay, I'm shivering right now. Try to get in the car and go put on the heater.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Have a great night, Judy. Thank you so much for stopping by. That is true. I do. I own is it a 150? I can't remember, but I own one that's literally like from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
That's like sounds like the music that plays on their local radio station. 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
I have this weird thing because my grandfather loved Sears, my dad loved Sears, so I'm a sucker for like JCPenney, Sears, Montgomery Ward's.
Yeah,
I'm old enough to remember Montgomery Ward's.
I'm not old enough to remember it, but my mom apparently worked at Montgomery Ward and told me about it.
Yeah. I think I got my pictures taken there or something at one time.
Mine were at JCPenney.
Oh, I did that too. And Sears.
And then
I know, that's a nice idea. Just make sure you put it in a container because you don't want anybody, stealing it.
I want to put a picture of Nancy Zeman there. Be like, this is my Nancy Zeman shrine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I miss her.
That reminds me of just like on my local PBS, they played her during the day, but they also played her in the middle of the night. So it reminds me coming home, and she was always on television.
Yeah.
And in your music
dance parties, Kilroy, they're fun. Even if you're a wallflower, they're fun.
Oh yeah, you need to come to our dance party. That'd be fun. You need to have like an audio system so people can wear headphones, and as they're traveling along the machines, it like tells them the story from room to room. Like the
okay, so now you're talking about a museum with audiobook recordings that play at the speed that you walk.
Yeah.
At the Reagan Library, they give you headphones.
Yeah. At the they do too.
The last time that I went during the daytime that I was still living there, so this is like 9 years ago, 8, 9 years ago, the Huntsville Botanical Gardens, you could get like a headset and Walkman or whatever to wear as you walk the gardens to tell you about all the flowers.
So, fun fact, Tammy, you would love the Biltmore because downstairs in the basement, they have a Halloween room. And it's all painted Halloween, and that's where they would have their Halloween parties every year.
My so-called life, do you ever watch Alex Askernoff? No. And Rita, I know you're gonna laugh. I went to 5 proms. I went when I was in 8th grade, and the only reason I went is because they needed someone that was tall. I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11, and 12.
Those girls were like, "Hey, you going with me, William?"
People thought I was gonna be tall. I've been this height since I was 12 years old. People swore I was gonna be a giant.
We all know you got ass. Oh yeah.
You stopped growing when you were the perfect height. That's what it.
It's weird. A lot of my until I hit my 40s, but a lot of my old clothes still fit.
Yeah.
And once a year, I put on my old gym shirt, my old junior high gym shirt, once a year.
I remember prom. Oh,
I never had a prom. I've never been to prom.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, I had great memories, but you're not missing much.
no.
Like it wasn't like nothing is ever like the movies. You have your personal experience, you have a great time. But I think sometimes we have these crazy expectations of what something's gonna be, and it's a dance. They play Donna. I'm old. They played Donna Summers. At the end, last dance. They played, and then you go home.
Yeah, no, we go to the after parties.
That's true.
I was not. My school did not offer prom. They did not offer prom.
No, after parties at my friend's house. Like we were all there.
I did get a job at I had a job at 12, and then I'll never forget the day I told my dad I want a car. He's like, really? Get in the car. And he drove me to Robinson's May, and I got a job. And I eventually bought my car.
Oh,
I've talked to him, Terry.
So Terry, he does machines, Mr. Alex. He talks about machines.
Oh, I love people like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I love people like that. I need someone like that in my life. I love tech talk.
I will. So she put it in her chat, so make sure you click on it so that you can go ahead and subscribe.
Okay. I like learning from people too. I'm not above anything. So I like that. Perfect.
He's reading a lot of books too. Interesting.
Linda, yeah, I would have been part of the people that didn't go because everyone was snooty if I went to a school that had prom.
What you doing, Flashy?
My school, they were wannabe elitists. There were still hardworking people in my town. Now, most kids' parents work in the movie industry, and they're extremely cocky. I never wanted to go to prom. Never wanted to. Yay! Hello. I hate that last dance song. That reminds me of every hey, hello. That reminds me of every dance I've ever been to, Donna Summers. When they want you to leave that.
We never played that song.
It's closing time.
We didn't play that song either.
We didn't play that. Well, obviously my school wouldn't play any of that.
Again, because I had enough credits, I had to attend a silly government class in high school. My prom song. Great to see you.
Hey, Linda.
Welcome, Linda. Yay. Oh, whoops. Because everyone was too snooty. I grew up in a really hoity-toity place.
See, our people were farm people. Like, we were just down to earth.
My parents made me take cotillion. And still to this day, I will argue. I tell my mom all the time, no one has ever asked me to do the Charleston. Ever. No one's ever cared that I know where the forks are. No one has ever been like, oh, he has etiquette. No one has ever said that ever.
Okay. Good to know.
My husband grew up with that stuff.
I didn't go to any of my class reunions. I could care less about those. So,
I've never had a class reunion.
I get invited and I don't go. And like,
yeah, I'm not traveling to
recently,
New York for that.
a couple years ago, when the 20-year came up, I was like, no. That I was like, I am not going to my 20-year high school reunion. No way.
Well, 30 will be right here before you know it.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah, but it's like there's people in my town, and they all weirdly still travel in the same circles. I think it's so weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't. That's why I hang out with people who aren't from my town because I refuse to be a local all-star.
I don't go to my high school reunions, even if they had them, because it's just 3 of us. We just have to go to lunch one day.
Mm-hmm.
That'd literally be my high school reunion.
It was weird. When I got the I'll never forget. And plus, like, somebody had to I've moved, so to speak. I still live in the same neighborhood, but someone really had to hunt me down. And it came in my mailbox. I was like, oh, why are you inviting me to a 20-year?
They stalked you.
That was years ago, though. Now I'm like, they know I'm the man on the hill. Like, do not invite me. He retired a while back.
Respectfully decline.
Oh, I wouldn't even respectfully decline. I would just flat out decline. That's me.
In my town, there's this restaurant where they have I played high school football for 1 year. And they have the picture of all varsity teams, and I was on varsity, of every year from like the 1950s on in this restaurant. I don't want to. I'm just being a local all-star is not something that I want on my resume. Everybody in my town knows me. I'm a big fish in a small pond.
That means that was your peak.
Yeah,
exactly. You're proud of that. That was your peak. You peaked well after that. We're not sure that you've peaked yet.
I saw someone today that I knew from high school when I was driving, when I was getting like medicine and stuff. I pulled my hat down. I'm not kidding you, because my Dodger hat's really baggy. I pulled it down and I just kept driving. Oh, they need to call the down for a class reunion invite. Yeah, they always check.
Don't tempt them, Kilroy. Don't tempt them.
Oh, yay! Hello. When the movie Dirty Dancing came out in 1987, I became obsessed with dancing, although I already did ballroom and square dancing. I've got this feeling this town is holding me down. You don't know Footloose you don't know I know that song by heart.
I have never danced in my life.
I love that song. I'm a dancer. I am like, it's a weird thing. And there used to be clubs in LA where you can go dancing. I'll dance like Spanish music, English, it doesn't matter. But all of that has disappeared. Like that culture of people dancing has completely. And if you go to these clubs, people weren't drinking. They would eat good food and have a good time, you know?
Yeah, they weren't there for the dancing.
You know, so I miss that. My high school grad class was like 200, and we got a lot of them were chaos. You know what's really weird? My generation too. A lot of people. It's so weird to me. A lot of people have not lasted. It's so strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't last.
We get into the vintage machine scene. I did it in 2020 and was locked in with just one vintage that by coincidence arrived the day before we went into lockdown. I got to know my machines when we were in lockdown. That's how I learned how to fix the timing on sewing machines, because I got bored and I was like, let's figure this out. And like my Nelco N100, I was so proud when I got that machine going. That was like, still to this day, I'm proud of myself because it was a non-op that I got going. My ex was a hustle teacher. I love Kenny Lockett. I feel singled out and boy, no thank you. Part of me was, but then you know, I'm gonna tell you, like when I finally get my time machine, I'm gonna avoid high school. I would you couldn't pay me to go back towards junior high, high school. Those were the most awkward times of my life. I am sorry as well. Absolutely.
I will say this. If I were to go back now, the only way I would go back is with the amount of knowledge I have now, because then I would be roasting all of my classmates.
Well,
Like, I'd be roasting everybody.
I would do it Back to the Future, Biff Tannen style. I'd walk up to myself and give myself an almanac and be like, go to Vegas, buy a mansion on the hill and hide.
Buy this stock.
No,
Avoid
exactly.
this college.
Buy Enron, but get rid of it in 1996. I have a good memory. You don't want me to go back.
You do.
Because I will pull a Biff Tannen of Back to the Future.
Yeah, you can bet on sporting teams. You can do it all.
I know every World Series winner from like 1985 on.
I love it, Rita. That's hilarious.
What was funny is I was taught at the Senior Citizen Center once in a while in Seaside, Oregon. They wanted to learn to dance, not to country music, but to hard rock, teaching two-step swing. Yeah, then I started following Andy Tube and started collecting. I still follow Andy Tube. I'll beat them up for you. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, man. I pulled over and yelled at some kids because I thought they were bullying somebody. I do not play. I do not play with that. My teens were hell. I wouldn't go back at all. Exactly. Mine were not. They were weird. So I wouldn't go back.
Mine were not pleasant.
I definitely had my so-called life experience. It wasn't bad. It was just super emo. I was emo before I knew what the word was.
I can imagine.
More emotional. Just emotional. I wasn't wearing black and like
more
to like.
Is that possible?
Why'd you wear black? Well, I wasn't like listening to like Dashboard Confessional or anything. I'm really aging myself now. In the early 2000s, there was a switch in music when that weird moppy haircut came out. I officially was like, I'm too old for this. So that whole era, I missed that whole era. I was also traveling. I didn't own a TV until from the time I was 17 until I was 29. I got so much more done when I was unplugged. Could you do that? Could you unplug?
I can.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a room of books. I am sitting in a room of books. I have sketch pads.
Well, I could unplug as long as I could still have the sewing machine. Like if I can plug the sewing machine in, we're good. But like all the technology, yeah, I could unplug.
I had a jacket that was practically made of safety pins. I'm still thinking about doing this. I just don't have the time.
I have a jar of safety pins.
Me too.
I'm not using ever again.
I found these. I've been unearthing all kinds of fun stuff in this room.
That's definitely not enough to make the jacket of safety pins.
Oh, I have at least 15 different containers of safety pins.
My jar is like 3 of those combined, I think. At least.
Do you know what I still have, which I don't know why? I have clothespins. I haven't even taken them out of the package. What can I use them for? They're so humongous.
Oh.
Use them so all the quilters will put stuff up on,
The design
stuff
wall.
behind them. So you could actually hang a cord.
Yeah.
Like a clothesline. You could hang a clothesline.
I have an old painter's pole that I hung under my patio, and that's where I hang the clothes. Because the painter's pole, it goes across my entire patio, so you could just walk up and hang clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, what I'm saying is, if you want to display them on your live,
That is true.
you could clothespin them up.
I've been cleaning. That's how I know that I have 15. Thank you. There's this cancer treatment. I am so sorry. Thank you
Oh.
so much for stopping by, Nancy. I hope
Thank you,
everything.
Nancy.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
I'll be
It's
thinking
going
of
to
you
be
tomorrow.
tomorrow, Nate. Yeah, we'll be with you
Cool.
tomorrow.
Absolutely. You'll be thinking of you. Absolutely. I went through when my mom had chemo. I was with her the entire time. It was unreal.
It's definitely an experience.
I held my brother-in-law to chemo treatments.
And my mom set off the radiological detectors at LAX. I still have the bottle. It's in. I put a bunch of screws in it, but it's this chemical thing that she had to drink.
Mm-hmm.
She got. Man, they have some technology at the airport that you don't know about. After I sold my computer company, I went for 6 months with no technology, no cell phone, no TV, not even a calculator.
Wow, that's
Don't blame
amazing.
you, Rita.
I went.
I don't blame you.
In my 20s, I was weirdly bohemian and hippie. I wasn't anti-technology. I just refused to plug in. And then in my 30s, I just didn't know that this world existed.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day when I was painting a house, I got really bored and started typing in MTV music videos on YouTube, and it was over.
There they were.
It was over.
So my brother-in-law was one of those that did not want to disconnect from technology. He was always on his phone. So after he passed, the running joke in the family is that he was standing outside the pearly gates, playing with the cell phone, wondering why he wasn't getting reception. And he kept telling St. Peter he couldn't go in because, he was waiting on this text message to come through. Yeah. He was very plugged in all the time.
I knew people like that. In a lot of ways, I'm like that. I wake up and check my phone and then get mad at myself. And I tell myself, like, this thing might as well just be plugged into your head.
I don't get mad at myself.
I tap on it and go, oh, what time is it? Because that's my alarm clock. Like, oh, how many more minutes do I have?
I was one of those people who lived without technology. I held out as long as I could. So I still have that rebel inside.
I wanted to set it for 6 o'clock this morning, but I accidentally set it for 5:30, and I was like, no.
I was about to say you set it for 6 p.m., didn't you?
Absolutely,
No.
Terry. Absolutely.
I've done that.
I am so sorry, Terry. My mom drank
cats would wake me up.
Didn't get to be a serial superhero. It is a ripoff. I know. I saw this thing.
Yes, Selena.
I saw this thing about what would happen if you really got bit by a radioactive spider. And let me tell you, you wouldn't turn into Spider-Man.
No.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be the furthest thing from what would happen.
Exactly. You're gonna get everything but special powers.
Yeah.
Right. I'm so disorganized. I'm like still cleaning off my desk.
I'm gonna have to clean off my long room table tomorrow.
All right. Do I have enough room? Hold on. Okay, give me a second. I think the coffee's kicking in. I used to build computers, had my technician certificate in hardware and software. I loved doing that. I turned love of technology into a business which never do that. So I burned out from building computers to designing graphics to designing websites. I could totally see that. Oh no, I shut my phone off at only certain contacts.
My husband does that.
Yeah. My phone goes up. I can't hear anything. The only thing that'll go off is my alarm. Like, no one can bother me once I'm going to sleep.
I'm on call. I have to pick up even from rando numbers. It's terrible.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we'll date myself. Does anyone know who Honey West is? Uh-oh. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Name doesn't ring.
I don't know. I don't know who Honey West is. Is it prior to 1981? Because that was the year I was born.
Based off the hairstyle, yes. 1965. Okay. Yeah.
1965. No. My mom was 6. My dad was 15. So my dad would know. I'll
My
ask
mom
him
would have been
tomorrow.
my mom would have been 10. And don't ask me
Hmm.
the math on my dad.
Hmm.
Oh. So
Honey West. Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
do you have anything on your long arm?
Oh my god.
Maybe. Now
I
that
quit.
somebody
I
wasn't
quit.
here, so
Quit.
I could push it that way.
I
But no,
quit.
like I pushed my long arm over here and something unplugged or something, so I'm getting an error message. So I have to
Shoot. Yeah.
I gotta do some stuff.
My son
Yeah.
hides laundry in his bathroom. Well, I don't know if he hides it. I thought I was done with the laundry, and I walked in his bathroom, and there's a pile, and I'm like, I quit.
Welcome
They were
to being
talking
a
about
parent.
they were talking about laundry over at Danny's channel, and I mentioned I do a load of laundry every day, and they're like, "Oh no, not
Me too.
happening."
Me too. I do laundry every day.
So I'll open up the closet that's in their bathroom and it's just piled up in there. I was like, why are we stuffing clothes in here?
Oh my god.
Because taking
Or-
it downstairs or taking it wherever it
Or
goes.
like their bathrooms in half, like there's a pocket door. And so the commode and there's a sink on one side and there's another sink in the tub on the other. When my kids were small, they would open up the drawers underneath the sink and put all their clothes. And I'm like, why am I missing this? Oh, I found it. That and everything else in the world was down there. I'm surprised the dog wasn't in there.
Oh, I'm gonna snap. That's why I just walked out. I was like, you know what? I'll deal with it later. I need to put a close sign on my front door and just open up a laundromat.
Well, he needs to do it himself
He does. To his credit, like
with
he
as
has
much
all
as he
these
can.
specialty clothes. He has all these specialty clothes, and he washes his MMA stuff
Yeah.
by hand. So I'm like, all right, whatever, but you know, don't be hoarding McLaundry.
Yeah.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
So my husband will put like sweatshirts on the dining room chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And so like one day I'll do laundry and it all fits. And we have a portable washer. So it only fits like one bulky outfit or two not bulky outfits. So like if he wears like multiple layers or changes multiple times a day, which he's been known to do, I can't do all the laundry in one load. But he'll leave sweatshirts out, and I won't find them until he's brought them like 3 days later.
Oh. I used to smoke cigarettes many years ago. It's been almost a decade since I've smoked cigarettes. And so I smell everything.
Yeah.
So I'm in there like, you need to wash your laundry. I have a new nose even after all these years. Hello, the cheeky quilters.
Oh, hi.
Do you have a
Yes.
channel, The Cheeky Quilters?
She does. I watch her.
Okay.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Hey, girl.
I think
how
she
you
came in-
doing?
I think you came in and commented that you have ink on your machine. I want to see that. You need to tag me. You need to tag me.
I think her and I were subscribed to each other. So, absolutely.
I went clicking and my click didn't work earlier, so I don't know. It's my phone. My phone has been cranky all day.
Yeah.
Ah, she does. She does have ink. Yes, tag me. Do a short and tag me.
Welcome. Yay. You know, I do that all the time, Shalom. I do that all the time. Yay.
We missed. What did I miss? Okay.
I'm working on my shawl right now.
Thanks, Carrie. Oh, do you want me to put her? I can put her channel in the thing.
Yeah,
You
go
want me to do
ahead.
that?
Yeah, do it. And she says that she'll tag me tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh Man, this
She went back and found one of my old videos.
Yeah.
this Foth machine was a rust bucket, and I brought this thing back to life, and it is a powerhouse machine.
I love those machines, like the old machines that are just the sew through anything.
Well, this has got to be from the 80s, I guess, or early 90s, but it's still all metal. And that's what's important, because it just has the power.
All right, you guys,
Because I'm
there she
going
is.
to-
But it's
I
on her,
know.
it's her shorts. But anyway, it'll
That's
connect.
Yay.
Just go sub her.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. She's a growing channel. Absolutely.
Yay!
Yay.
We can do
Welcome.
growing
welcome.
channels.
We're here to have fun. Absolutely.
Yes.
So come have fun with us.
I know.
All
And
right, I just slept, cheeky quilters.
I am I'm subscribed.
Ooh, that's so funny.
I'm
That's so
subscribed
funny.
to your channel.
Are you
Well, you're
subscribed
one
to
of, like-
Terry? Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Terry, you're away from 700. Okay, you guys. If you're in this chat and you're not subscribed to So Terry,
Go
it's now.
subscribe.
It's now.
It's just, it makes sense. Just go
Not
Not everyone
subscribe.
is. Not everyone is in here. I know.
Terry does everything I pretend to do. Terry
You
is
need to go see
amazing.
her. You need to go see her. I'm an advocate. I like her. She's amazing.
Terry's
I hit-
absolutely-
Absolutely amazing. She's
I-
long arming. She's driving her own little cutie long arm. Absolutely. At 10 and 2 with her knee on the wheel. Absolutely.
Oh, we're bringing that back. I did hear some of that from.
From yesterday.
Where was that? That was yesterday.
Oh.
That was yesterday. That was when I couldn't be over here because that was
Well,
just
my
too much.
channel's all over the place too. I do earworms. I do blocks. I do vlogmas. I'm all over the place. Yeah, 10 and 2. But it's good.
I hit 367, and then now I'm back to 364. I think YouTube's starting to scrub people again.
They
You
do
know,
that
people aren't.
often.
Yeah, their channels are inactivated, and yeah, there's a bunch of things. Because I'll go up 2 and go back down 3,
Yay.
and then go up 5, and then come back 2.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's why I'll randomly check. I'll lose 5, gain 5. It
Thanks,
is
Shalom.
roulette.
Yeah,
So,
my
you
husband
know,
will sit there and ask me how. He'll ask me how, what my numbers are or whatever, and I'll go and look, and I'm like, I'm a such and such. He's like, wait, you were, and he's keeping better track than I am. Yeah, I know, Rita. When somebody's inactive, they get unsubscribed. Yeah, they do. It happens.
And I always tell people I'm just here to have fun. Whenever, no matter how many subscribers I have, it's just fun. Once I stop having fun, I'll just stop being here. So
William, you're going to hear me until Tuesday about this. You are going to be there Tuesday, right?
Yeah, what time?
6 p.m. Mountain. So 5 p.m. your time. Okay.
I am there.
See, you have to be there. She didn't say nothing about me being there.
You do have to be there.
You see this? No. She talked to you.
Because you're so organized. Because you're so organized, I always hit. The notification on all your streams.
No,
Well, see, he's the one. He's the one that needs the constant reminders. I have your number and can text you.
Yeah, you have my number.
So I can text you like 10 minutes before and go, hey, where are you? Yeah. I've already talked to it's Kennedy about all the stuff that we're doing. She's like, I'm going to need a list.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to write my own list. It's like, let me write my own list. I'll give you a copy. She's like, okay, that works.
Oh man, this thing is just cutting. There's multiple layers of denim, and this machine is going right through it.
Kilroy says he's organized like a Victorian professor.
One whiff of breeze from the window, and everything is in disarray again.
Oh, are you kidding me? I live like a Victorian.
Oh, that is
I'm
hilarious.
surrounded with stuff.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes would walk in and go, I don't know what is out of place. I can't tell.
I'm sure Sherlock would love it here. He could deduce for hours in this room. Ah!
Okay, that's not a good
Don't do it.
Yeah,
I pretend to be organized. Pretend. I do. Actually, I got a calendar. I have to have a calendar. I have to have a paper calendar in front of me. I have to write everything down, or it doesn't exist in my life.
Mine is still in.
If it's not a habit, like this is a habit. I know Wednesday, if it's available, I'm here. It's a habit. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
You guys are all amazing.
You know, Jess, you need to go live Saturday night because that's the only. Oh no, Friday. Sorry, Friday night.
I can't.
See, when you start doing a live, you need to do it Friday night because William and I have already split up the other 6 nights.
So I'm stuck in a lane. See, you can't do that to me. I don't like, no.
Okay, so the other option is you go live after me, or well, you could go live before me and then point everybody to my channel on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
That would work.
I can be the pre-show.
Yes. Fantastic. You just have to get off on time. You can't like run late, because then when I have like 50 people show up suddenly, hey, we were over at Jess's, sorry, we're late.
And they can watch your replay.
Huh?
They can watch your replay. No, I know.
They're not going to do that.
I know. I haven't picked a time yet because softball's coming up.
Yeah.
And softball gets in the way of a lot of things because I'm softball mom. I'm team mom actually this year. I actually got a list of things I'm responsible for now because I'm a team mom. As I breathe. Oh, I haven't paid. Oh my word, I gotta pay.
I bought a big ass planner. I can't wait to get it. I wish I was that organized just to write things down because I'd have to remember to go back and read them.
Yeah.
They put away the rest.
You gotta get a binder. You gotta put a binder. Get a binder.
I've got to go back to Rita's comment. She said, free puppy giveaway. The puppies took all the quilts off the bed and decided they are not blankets, but tug-of-war toys. Yeah. I could show you. We have one. My husband's original quilter color I made. It
Terry
became
says
a
I should be
toy. Yeah, you can be the opening show.
Can't be William's opening because he's just, like there's no energy. I don't have enough energy.
William's the vacuum.
So anyway, it won't happen until I hit 2,000, and I'm not going to tell you guys how far away I am from that. So
let's say that. You had to say it.
I did. I got to pay my softball fees. I'll be back. I'm coming. Okay, I'm just going to send it to him.
Jess is orange cutter.
What? What did you say?
Jess is the orange cutter. It is known. Exactly. My dog thought that 4 beds looked better as snow in my bedroom.
Can I tell them how far away you are?
I'm not listening to you right now.
We need 30 people to go hang out at Jess's channel. Y'all want to get her live? Get 30 more people.
Oh, we're going to be doing it next week. Or
the
week after that. No.
Yeah, we are.
Hold on.
And Tammy and I are already inviting ourselves on your live.
Yes, we are. She's over there panicking.
Breathe.
So my first live that I did, Sean, the guy who sews, got into my chat, and I had maybe 10 people in the chat. It was literally that few people in the chat. Because nobody knew who I was. I didn't have any kind of presence. You've already got a presence. There's going to be people showing it for you.
Yeah, people know who you are and they like hanging out with you. They hang out with
Yeah.
you all the time. You'll be
Yeah,
great.
people are going to show up. Yeah.
I'm gonna need something.
Like Field of
Something strong.
Dreams.
Something really strong.
Well, we could always do a drinking game. Every time you say a specific word, we put drink in the chat, like we do over at
Oh.
Danny's.
Every time William repeats himself, but then I'm not responsible for anything that you do to yourself. Hello.
Yeah, she's still
here.
hiding.
Still here.
She's hiding.
No,
She's
because
not really
I
here.
turned
She's
red.
hiding.
My avatar's not red. Y'all
She's
know I
mad
turned
or
red.
she's embarrassed, one or the other. We won't tell you which one.
Hmm.
It's her pulling blankets, little dog's getting a free ride.
We got to see what shade she is. I can't identify if I don't see. What
Oh, I can't wear that shade of red, Jess. It doesn't suit me.
Anywho, I'm coming back. Just the fabric pile. Right under the fabric pile.
Yeah, I literally
Oh.
cannot wear. I cannot wear yellow and most shades of red.
Hmm.
I have to be
Okay.
careful. I
See,
there are
I'm-
4
I'm a-
brand new beds. Oh my gosh.
I'm a cool tone girl. I know I am. I look really good in navy and like maroons and like that gold color. Like it's amazing.
I can't wear gold. I can wear brown, like some shades of brown, but I cannot wear gold. Gold washes me out. Red, a lot of the shades of red wash me out.
Yeah.
Like you can't, even my mom and my husband can pick out clothes for me better than I can pick out clothes for me. The man has a sense of fashion.
Yeah.
But neither one of them can pick out a dress or a blouse or whatever in any shade of red and get it right without me being there to try it on. She had 8 today. Yay!
See, and the thing is, I'm a planner, so I would have to figure out what I'm doing.
That's
like I
okay.
just can't.
Yeah.
This.
I
But
plan as well.
I'll just have to sew.
I have
Throw
some
up the sails.
loose planning, but
Throw up the
yeah, I
sails
do.
and just see where the wind takes you.
I know. Yeah. Do I look like a B type personality person? Do I look like I can just flow with the
not.
wind?
She's
Follow
not.
the flow, man.
I can tell you she's not, William. That will not work. By the
Yeah,
fact that she muted her screen earlier.
I've only done that a couple times, Seal.
Yep.
I have to look at you without you looking at me.
Oh. I'm going to have to grab my seam ripper.
Oh man,
How's
this
your
thing is
little
making
bit?
me
Hold on.
so tonight.
How's your shawl coming?
It's coming along. It's just the ribbon's running, so we're fighting.
Don't let it win.
Can you catch it?
Oh, it's good.
You said it was running.
Yeah.
Gotta ask. Gotta ask the follow up.
I have a few things that I could do.
I could not
Hi.
function without my dog. Entertainment.
I could have a moment with Flashy.
I look good in the other room. I don't wear gold either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, not gold, not shiny gold.
No, I don't wear jewelry. Like, I'm not a jewelry fan.
I have like a little necklace that I wear, just like a little chain. But that's
I
not.
don't wear gold jewelry either. I do have some, but I don't wear. It has to be a special occasion for me to wear gold jewelry.
I've been watching a lot of the Carson show from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
And that's all they wore.
In the 1970s, everybody rocked a gold chain. It made me
The thick
laugh.
ones too.
With a medallion. Or
Mhm.
like, I can't remember who it was. It was like some producer. He's just talking, but he had a turtleneck, rose-colored glasses, and a chain. I'm like, that outfit's all right. I love the 1970s style. I didn't correct, but you look good in the aqua color.
Oh, it's because of my eyes. I got you.
I'll make you flow as I drag you with me. B
Thanks, so.
type, yes. Unless someone gets you mad.
Girl, you have no idea. I just won't talk
You're
to you.
giving,
Get mad. I
you're
just won't
giving,
talk to you.
you're giving them an idea, really?
Mm.
You're answering the question.
Oh, I will
with
answer
the
the questions.
answer.
I don't have a problem answering questions. I'd rather you know who I am. I just ignore you.
Somebody asked me about, some rude
Unless I'm
commenters that came into
confused.
rude commenters that came in on their channel.
Yeah.
And I thought they were doing lives at the time. Nope. It was like afterward comments. I was like, oh, well, none of my advice will help.
Yeah.
All of my advice is lives to fix it.
Ugh. You guys are making it real. It's so gross.
What?
This whole, I'm thinking my brain's going at 100 miles an hour. But softball season's coming up. I can't
Yes.
commit.
So
It's gonna
do
have to be late.
pop-ups.
No, it's
That,
gonna
or
be. No, I don't like pop. I want people to know.
At least it stops. MMA never stops.
Yeah. The thing is, like softball, it starts at the end of this month, and it's gonna roll all the way until November.
Oh shoot.
Jerry, I'm using my FOF 207.
Softball here only runs 2 months, Jess.
We're travel ball family.
Okay, high school softball. They have high school softball, but they don't have high school baseball here.
Oh, not enough interest from the boys.
No, it's just the way that the state has always run it.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Cheeky Quilters.
Who's leaving? Oh, bye, Cheeky.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good
What's
night.
your name? Cheeky Quilter. What is your name before you leave? If
you're still here, please let us know.
Yeah.
I will call you by your name when you're in my chat. I'm good about that. Jess can tell you. If she wants to.
I'm okay with that as long as no one calls me Will.
See, my nephew's name's William, so I have never called anybody Will.
The reason why I don't like it is because my entire life, people have involuntarily called me Will. Yeah. But I don't know if I like that name yet.
Well,
have they ever called you Billy?
No, but I have an uncle with that name. And he's kind of a polarizing human, so no one ever called me Bill.
Am I allowed to call you Trip?
No, because it reminds me of Star Trek too much. And his
That's
character
kind of the point.
Didn't end well for his character.
Oh, okay. We have a bad ending for the character. That vetoes it.
Well, they got edgy. Like in the 2000s, they would get edgy and take out loved characters.
Yeah, I am a B-type teacher, Rita. You are correct. I flow back and forth from the A to the B's. So Ollie says, oops, he's called you Will a couple times. My brother's name is William, but he's Billy. So can he call you Billiam?
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I've always just gone by William. It's not even anything like, I'm not mad about it. People have tried everything. Can I call you Bill? It doesn't fit. I'm not a Bill yet. I guess I'm not old enough to be Bill yet.
You're old enough.
No, you're not old enough to be Bill.
He is old enough,
no,
but it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit.
It doesn't. No.
And it's because I grew up in the valley, so they'll call me Will. Will, it annoys me. I don't know why. It grates like fingers on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's because they drag that L out.
Well, they also didn't ask your permission, and that's part of where the problem is.
See, now I was called Jessie forever until I came here. Like my name was always Jessie.
Oh, Alibaba, I love you. There's no reason. I'm not mad if you called me Will. It's not a big deal. No, it's just one of those weird things. My whole life, people have involuntarily called me Will. And I'm not from West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. I wish I was Will Smith. I'd have a bigger house.
See, I'm Siberian. I'm the Siberian wolf as William. it's done. So I get the creative license to nickname him first. If anybody's gonna nickname him, it's gonna be me.
Okay.
That's just because I don't wear my glasses when I should.
Well, if you hadn't apologized for it like more than a couple of times, then I would have brought it up. Because I think it's funny now.
Are also called Jess. My foster dad's name was William, and everyone called him Jess.
Oh, so you're Jess.
Oh.
Look at that. You're J to the 2.
This is real. You got to drink 24 Budweisers a day to be called Bill. Everyone I
Yes.
know named Bill drinks 24 Budweiser.
Yes, exactly. That's why Bill does not fit.
Your
I actually
brother's
have
a
no
rugby
idea.
type? Interesting. I like rugby. Rugby's nice. Interesting. And Bill suits him. Yeah, Bill. We could do that.
Yeah.
Red Pirate William.
I think
I
like
love that. I
Red
like that.
Pirate.
That's
I
from Molly.
like that.
Red Pirate William. Chilling out, macking, relaxing, all cool. Thank you, Terry. That's great. Yes.
On the B-ball. On the B-ball. Thanks.
He played pro rugby. You got to send me a picture of him.
Thread pirate. Absolutely. I've been cleaning in here. I have so much thread. I have a problem. I don't know why I bought so much thread. Chilling
I'm
out,
not
man.
looking at like
Oh,
for
cool.
suitors or anything. I'm not looking at for men. I'm not. I just want to see a picture of him.
So a couple of guys came up to my hood, started making trouble in my neighborhood.
I got in one little fight. My
My
mom
mom
got
got
scared.
scared. You
So,
don't
William,
look
were you-
like
were-
Will, but it's just one of the...
Were you there? No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go
My
ahead.
bad.
Go ahead. I need to finish this.
Were you there when I announced the final number on the thread rack?
No, because I had to go drop the kid off. What was the final number?
What would your guess have been?
Oh, I remember. I think I remember.
I'm a corrupt politician. Every time you announced somebody who won, I went back and started copying all their numbers.
You did not.
Every time somebody, but I wasn't scrolling back. I felt like I wasn't scrolling back far enough.
No, you weren't. I did that intentionally because I knew people were going to do that. Because that's what I would have done.
Because the second when you started naming winners, I was like, oh, let me just go to their name and just see what they put in.
I think only one person managed to get one that way.
You have somebody
That's
called Math Geek in your
Yes.
Yeah.
I was copying them as well. I was like, oh, I'm gonna copy the math guy
Yeah.
or gal.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't mean to.
Math Geek is
lives in
Shelby.
Seattle, and her name is
Oh, okay.
Shelby.
I don't.
Yeah,
mean
her name
to.
is Shelby.
But I was like, let me
She's-
copy Math Geek.
She's a West Coaster too.
Yeah. So 732.
Oh,
And that is just on that thread rack. So when I was doing the live last night, I actively thought about all the other places I have thread. And the only places that came to mind were the 2 baskets underneath my computer and underneath my fabric storage.
Yeah.
I have now thought of 4 other places to look for my thread. Because I do have more. Like, I actually have stuff out that people can see if they come in here.
there was like through that one there. I remember.
Yeah, there was actually 8 after I gave the hint that it starts with a 7 and none of the digits are repeating.
Yeah.
So 8 people got that.
Yeah.
And
But I
then
still, I wasn't gonna play. I can't play those games because it would annoy me to keep typing.
well,
and I
the one I started at 6:45
Yeah.
or thereabouts was you put the word 10 into the chat,
Yeah.
and then I randomly drew four winners.
Yeah. I saw that right when I was coming in,
Yeah,
but I was finishing something.
I know.
Yeah. I was working on something then. I finished it today though.
I'm proud of you.
I know. This is like 1, 2, 3. This is like my 4th quilt of the year so far. Like 3rd quilt.
So
My third
these,
quilt. And we're on like week
That's
3.
that's
I might
my
go
10.
52 this year.
That's my 10 flimsies
Mhm.
that need to be quilted. Then I drew 4 for the 4 quilts that are basted and ready to be quilted. The one that I'm binding right now is my first quilt, flimsy and finish for 2025.
I need to finish
Yay.
photographing all of my flimsies, or as I call them, whips.
Yeah.
But
Well,
works in
a lot of people,
progress.
yeah, a lot of people call whips if there's still piecing left to be done on the top, and they transfer them into the
Thank you,
tops.
Shalom. I'm going to go look right now. Thank you. Thanks. She got me.
Oh, okay. Good.
Is he cute? I should have asked that first.
Flimsies. Flimsies, Rita, are quilt tops that have no backing, batting, or binding on them. So, like,
he is cute. Oh,
So-
look at him.
this
Sorry.
right here, it has. You're fine. This right here has. This is the top. It's got binding that's going on it right now, but it's got backing and batting with it.
A flimsies is just the top of the quilt that
Yeah.
hasn't been
This
put together
is
with the batting and the backing.
this is like just the top, and there's nothing behind it.
I'm not looking at any sugar daddy this year. Maybe in a couple years. We'll figure it out. But
So this is a flimsy. So it's not quilted, not ready to be washed.
yeah.
It's waiting for the next step. And we do this to ourselves because the next step is hard.
Like,
Cute, mostly rich, but married with 2 kids.
yeah. He looks cute. I talked to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
an unfinished top is a whip.
Yeah.
So if this was not completely pieced, this would be a whip, but it's completely pieced, so it's a flimsy. So, but Justin's allowed to steal some of it. Oh,
Instead of no soup for you, it's no sugar for you, Jess. The sugar Nazi. Thanks, Gorai.
I can actually. So, should we expose you now or later for your hatred for Sour Patch Kids? Who, by the way, they did nothing to you. They're just Sour Patch. Oh, there's a Coke Bear.
Oh, cute.
this is a salt and pepper shaker. It's my husband's. This is also my husband's.
Oh, I love that.
A baseball wrap on a glass bottle. And it's still got Coke in it. Not for resale.
I have a Coke bottle that is from the 50s that still has Coke in it.
Amazing. That's good.
We don't have anything that old.
I found it in my father's collection, and my son has it. I told him, "Don't ever drink this."
I got this as a teenager.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's like a whole set of the Coke Bear mugs, coffee
Yeah.
mugs. I don't know where the rest of them are, but that was the first one we pulled out. So I
No
still
soup
have them.
for you. No soup for you.
No sugar for me. Hey, Rita mentioned the word Bargello. You remember what that is, William? The Bargello.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's something that you order in a French pastry shop. Or it's the name of your really, really, really rich friend. Oh, this is Bargello. They're from Dubai.
Oh, I love how funny you are.
Bargello sounds so bougie to me. It sounds like it should be in a French bookstore somewhere. This is my
I bet it's in
Bargello
that
book
big-
collection.
I bet it's in that big quilt book you have behind you.
He has a quilt book, and I did not see this.
You didn't see that yesterday? We were talking about
No.
it.
Well,
I
I
have-
was in bed falling asleep.
I have a massive quilt book that I purchased a while ago.
Page 97. I still remember from yesterday. What my little thing. Yeah.
I am almost done with this Shawly McShawl. Almost.
20-yard shawl.
That's why I busted out the FOF though, because the FOF seems to be stronger than most machines.
Yes, Ollie, I agree. It was a really nice quilt book, and I'm really glad that I have one that's going to be arriving on Sunday, so we can have big books together.
Okay, I've got to see the book. Come on now.
All right, give me
You
a
gotta
second.
show it again.
I got like 2 feet to go. Here, I'll grab the. It's literally right here. Oh, you gotta work out. You gotta work out to carry this thing. This
that is
book
huge.
is humongo.
Yeah.
America's Glorious Quilts.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I
Oh my gosh.
Whenever I open this thing up, I hang out with this thing at my kitchen table.
You said you were going to make.
I can totally see you doing that one.
This inspired a couple shirts I own.
Mm-hmm.
If it has a tag on it, I really fell in love with it.
Oh, good to know.
Well,
what am I making?
Okay, what was page 90? What was page 97?
This is from 1896.
Crazy Quilt. Okay, I could totally see you making Crazy Quilt. You got enough.
Well, he opened it up. It's half square triangles.
Is it?
Yeah. That bottom quilt.
Oh, that is so stunning.
That's
gorgeous. It is. Yeah.
So he's supposed to pick out a quilt, and I'm going to make it, and then he can turn it into whatever he wants. So I'm just waiting on him.
When is the due date?
There is no due date.
Oh.
You can't do that with it. There's no pressure. Whenever he decides.
Okay.
I'm a rebel, Dottie, to quote Pee Wee Herman. I'm a rebel.
So yeah, whenever it happens, and then I'll just try to find and make time for it. I don't know.
I collect like I live in Victorian times. My house, this room is very Victorian, and my closet is very Victorian. Or I'm doing a drag show at noon because my I have so much stuff in my closet. It's not even funny. And then I watched a video of this very, very famous drag queen, and she walked in her closet, and I'm like, oh, I have the same closet.
You know what you need to do? You need to do. There's like a some sort of art play. You need to do one of those videos where you try on literally everything that's in your closet that you've made.
Oh, he does do that.
That would be like a
no, as one like compilation video.
That would be like an hour-long video. I have 3 or 4 years worth of makes in my closet. I have thrown nothing away. Everything I've ever made is in that metal box.
Well, do them in like eras. Like do like the.
I could do that
5 years ago, or do like the 7 years ago.
Well, I could do like jackets and pants.
I mean, do us like a whole outfit or whatever.
You're right, a 12-hour video. I can make a quilt by the time he finishes.
Now, it's going to take him like 48 hours to videotape it and then turn it into like a 45-minute video. But that's okay.
See, that could be a challenge.
We want video proof, like a video montage of everything that you've made.
Yeah.
Because that would be like so awesome to see your progression of what you've made.
When I go back to my old videos, it like even in my last year video, my style has changed so much just from last January until now. Like I've completely changed my style.
It would be fantastic just to see that like as a progression thing.
I do miss my spans. I think with my remaining tweed, I'm going to make a pair of spans.
There you go. Make them bright spansies. Are you going to make them like a patchwork spansies?
I could make orange spans because I have a giant roll of orange tweed, but I've already made a cape. I've already made a jacket, pants, vest. I made a suit coat. I've gone crazy with chunky.
Every cape needs spansies. It's summertime coming up.
For the record, we call them spansies.
Spansies. You gotta put the E on the end. because you're Southern.
Okay.
Speed.
Okay. One of y'all can answer this one. Shalom was asking, I wish they still made Lindsay Woolsey. What do you use that stuff for? I've heard the words, but like I can't, like my brain doesn't process it for some reason. What is Lindsay Woolsey?
I know somebody with that last name, so it's tripping me out every time someone says that.
I know. Like I know from like the old books that
It's a coarse fabric made from linen, warped and wool weft.
Warped and weft.
It's used to make clothing, bedding, and other textiles.
Oh, wait. Okay, so linen is warp, and then wool is weft.
Linen is warped, wool is weft.
Okay, so it's cross between linen and wool. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
What's weft?
It's made from.
Is that left or right?
Wool.
Left or right?
Hey, you haven't. Oh no, that's the wrong person. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but you weren't the one that used to say that to me. It was somebody else. What it's used for, to make clothing, including blankets, throws, and tweed. Lightweight bedding, coverings, and coverlets.
They don't do that.
Do
with
I need
any
to keep
other
going?
Because they don't do cotton and linen blends still, do they?
Cotton and linen blends?
It would be like the linen wool blend, but it'd just have a different texture to it. I love it, Shalom.
Do I have this on? No, I don't have it on backward.
Shalom. Jess is Googling faster than my typing.
Bam! Hardest working man in soap is.
I love it.
Oh, do I have clean socks on? Oh, I'm not. I do not have matching socks on, so don't judge me.
Who
They don't
does?
have to be matching. Okay, I wear matching socks, but I'm OCD.
I just literally grabbed them from a pile, and I'm like, oh, whatever fits.
Yeah.
But bam, and I cut it right above my feet. See?
That's fantastic. So it doesn't matter what shoes you wear.
So now I can move around with this thing.
It looks good.
I
I
love
like
it.
that you put, yeah. And what did you line it with?
Just ribbon, because I have miles of ribbon in this room.
Amazing.
Miles of it. What's that?
My binding is done. I just finished it. Like, completely done. So the label still has to be I still have to finish hand sewing the label on, but the binding is done. It's bound in the same fabric as the backing. Going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quilted up and down and left and right. So.
This took way longer than I thought it would.
Who did this?
Oh, to put the ribbon on it?
Yeah, because I had to paint it. I really like the way it looks, though. One of the reasons I put black on the edges is because I'm gonna add a bunch of stuff to this, like a bunch of color, just really frilly stuff. I wanted there to be a black base around the edges of it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Looks good. Somewhere I lost my seam ripper cover.
Her fabric is linen or wool these days.
Yeah.
Wool for outerwear, linen for anything against my skin.
Oh,
Might
yeah,
even
wool
have
makes
to
me
ask.
itch.
Yeah, wool makes a lot of people itch.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
get
good.
allergic reaction with it.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Terry. I'll be back at it on Saturday with a new streaming
you're
service.
leaving me. Good night, Terry.
Good night, Terry.
Terry, I'll see you on the flip side of sometime. Yes. I'll see you tomorrow. Somewhere, sometime.
This is making me rethink my apron. But I still have my pockets that I made for my apron. So the apron will be finished.
Amazing.
It's just I get so overambitious, and then I'm like, "Hey, look, there's a squirrel. I'm gonna make a jacket." I get so easily distracted, and then I'm like, "I'm gonna do a 5-hour project when I was already working on one."
So there's a box that's going to be arriving at your house that's empty that you can put that green jacket in.
You're not
And just
stealing his
put
green jacket.
and
You know what?
I can do, and just put return to sender.
I'm giving you 10 points just for not giving up.
You're going to be so annoyed with me. You're like, Jessica, just stop. Just stop. I'll give it to you. Just stop.
Exactly. You're just wanting me to crack, is what it is.
She's hoping
I'll
she
find
can
you.
wear you down.
I'm descended from a
I don't think I could wear him down.
Probably not.
No.
raised Roman Catholic. You can try. Challenge accepted. Challenge. You have no idea. My mom, she has a poker face cut in mahogany. That woman could scare the paint off of a wall. I took pride. I was so proud when she told me. She's like, out of all of my kids, I could never guilt you.
When I get, Ollie says, when I get enough points, I get the green jacket.
Sure.
Okay, how many points do I need to get?
Let's do it modern.
Say something
Modern.
outrageous.
Let's do modern video game style. You need 100,000.
I'll
Why
never
am I
get
desperate?
it. I'll be
That's
100
kind of
years
his
old.
point.
Oh
That's
my
his
god!
point.
You should have seen when my son first got his PlayStation. I bought Mortal Kombat, and then I was like, "You have to pay for different." People?
I think Ollie should keep score for me, and then
Yes.
he should automatically give me points depending on what I do.
Because Ollie, you need
And
to.
Yeah, Ollie needs
you
to
need
be
to like keep a
the
ledger.
referee in this. Absolutely.
Keep a ledger.
That.
Ollie is Darth Manuel, named by Phoenix. Named by Phoenix.
Okay. So he can give me any amount of points that needed, right?
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if William's going to
I'll
agree to
give
that.
you another
part.
10 just for not giving up. Good.
All right, so
gravy.
so how many is she sitting at right now, William?
20.
What are we starting to count out?
You
Okay.
should see my son. My son knows. Like, I'm a non-negotiator. So people will be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, ask your dad this and this," and I hear him tell people, "You don't know my dad."
Mm.
When I say
Okay.
something, I concrete my feet in the ground.
Ollie, there's going to be a time where he's going to say triple the points.
She's willing it. That's why
have-
she's saying it.
I have one thing in my pocket that I'm going to hold on to for just a little while.
I know what that one thing is.
You know what, Shalom?
No, then it means I got 2 things in my pocket.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
There's 2 things.
My mom would give us dirty looks, and we called it the ninja death stare.
Mm.
That was that move before you get karate chopped to the afterlife.
My kids knew. My kids knew if I said a number, whether that was 1, 3, or 10, that they didn't want to find out what happened when I got to the other range of whatever I was counting to or from. They knew.
I've never had that problem with my son. I think it's just because it's always been him and I since day one, and he's picked up from my lead. And so we don't, I don't know, it's weird. We just really don't have these impasse. He's a teenager. He tests me all the time. I'm not saying I'm impervious. I'm just saying, like, he's just, he's such a good kid. I was such a bad kid when I was his age. He is such a good kid.
My son was probably one of the worst out of any of the kids I raised. But my son, oh my gosh, he was like my twin when it came to like pushing boundaries.
Mm.
So yeah, we went to the number system very quickly.
I don't know. I came from zero tolerance adults, and so I try to be in the middle. I'm not gonna let my kid smoke cigarettes in my house. I'm not gonna let him do anything crazy, but I'm also not gonna be like so hardcore he doesn't feel comfortable telling me things.
Oh no, I was the cool mom, but definitely they knew when I'd said no twice, when I started counting, they knew no meant no the first time.
Hmm. I have to talk off stream. He said they were 100,000. What did you say? 100 million? There's no way. There's no way.
He
I
said
would have to have
100,000.
something more manageable.
It was 100,000.
100,000. 100,000.
Mhm.
Like, how many more math problems I'm gonna have to solve?
Oh, just wait. You were talking to the queen of loopholes.
You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? I am known for non-negotiating. Like they will come to me when they're like, "Okay, this was our price. We can't." I'm like, "All right, I'll just sit there. You could talk in circles. You could try to fight me. I will not deviate."
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh,
But nope, can't say it.
No.
everything
can't
has
say
a
anything just yet.
loophole.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me crazy. Oh, that drives me crazy.
So
No, I have two things up my sleeve. 2 things up my sleeve that'll get me points.
as
2 things.
an example,
Yes.
So my brother and I were sent to clean out from underneath the front porch. We lived in a mobile home, and our bikes were underneath the front porch. There were tools underneath there. There were toys, all kinds of stuff. But I hated going underneath the porch because I was scared of spiders at the time. I'm not scared of spiders now, but I was at the time. And I really didn't want to go underneath the porch. So, but my brother and I were both sent there to clean out from underneath.
Challenge.
And I took that challenge and accepted it. And I complained until my brother just said, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And apparently I turned around towards the neighbor's house and it was grinning from ear to ear. And she told my mom. I didn't get in trouble for it. I just convinced my brother that it was his turn.
For the record, I would like to thank Alibaba for calling me a Ferengi. That is an honor to be called a Ferengi.
Yeah.
I will now be known as the Grand Nagus Sewing. That's what they called him.
Say that.
The guy who ran, the guy who was head of the Ferengi Emporium or whatever. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked out of the Star Trek Club. But the Grand Nagus was in head of all the Ferengi.
The Grand Nagus? Is that what you just called it?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's from it. Star Trek copies everything, much like Stargate. They copy cultures from around the world, and Nagus is it's old school. It's basically it's an African word, and the Grand Nagus was head of everything.
So do I need to bow to you and say, or curtsy and say, "Oh, Grand Nagus"?
Oh no, it's a democracy in the House of Sewing. I just want funky names. I don't want anything that comes with it. I just want a bunch of funky names. I just want titles. You don't have to just be nice to me.
That is being nice. I'm being courteous.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I like being the man of a million titles.
Yeah. That's another 10 points, Ollie.
That's a long way. That's a long.
Hey, I got 30 now. We're gonna triple them next time. Saturdays is a triple day.
Oh man, are we turning into a casino? I gotta get you one of those visors, one of those old gambling visors.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you're a gambler, you need a visor and that sequin grandma jacket that I found in Vegas that I'm still glad that I bought because it's missing pieces. So now I can legitimately take it apart and do something else with it.
I was like, you wouldn't send that to me anyway.
Well, it's tiny. Grandma was this big. Whoever's grandma, they were like, so I'm going to cut it and make a headband out of it.
I could fit. Yeah. William doesn't have to make a deal with it. I have 30. I'm older.
Wasn't I think
we're playing the older card.
I have that card too. That's like third. It's a third card I could play.
No.
Fun fact, I think it was Goss, and the guy who played the head Ferengi was the guy who said inconceivable in Princess Bride. So in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the guy who said inconceivable was the Grand
I hear that
Nagus.
Naruto voice.
Interesting.
So like you guys can see faces and I hear voices.
I'm actually really good at that. Like when they're I used to watch a lot of anime, and when really popular movies would come to America, they would use famous people, and I could
Mhm.
instantly pick out the voice, like instantly. I obsessively watch Princess Mononoke, and the American version, Billy Bob Thornton's in it, Jada Pinkett, Claire Danes, just all these people. But it's Gillian Anderson. Good types.
I don't want.
Hey, how about if he avoids my questions, I get points?
No, we're not going to snowball him. That is not a valid loophole. We have to use valid loopholes.
It is a valid loophole.
No, that is not a valid loophole.
Oh, it's just because I'm tired. I'm just
green.
Green.
The green clear visor reminds
love
me of
them.
Las Vegas. That reminds me of people just compulsively gambling. You like go like this in front of them to see if they see you.
So now I need a cowboy hat and a green visor. Okay, so I can. Okay, got it.
But they're interchangeable. You don't have to wear them both at the same time.
Oh,
We're not that goofy.
no, I'm going to. No, I'm gonna go put my my New York Yankee hat on.
William, was that?
Oh,
Wallace
dear,
Shawn
no.
or something like that? I can't. I have to look that up because I think there are some really famous people that were in.
I would have negative 20 points just for that.
Yeah, because of his Dodgers affiliation. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
can't pull
but I have a
Yankee
hat that I was wearing a Dodger hat. I have a picture. So.
You have to wear it on the live with him.
Oh, I don't have it. It was one of my students. I just stole it from off his head and go, I need to take a picture with this. Thank you.
It was Wallace Shawn. That is his name.
You got to hold up a current newspaper so it shows the date that it was taken.
I always thought about that in time traveling. Like if you were a time traveler, no one would ever believe you. But we don't use newspapers anymore.
I know.
But there's
other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just stand in front of something that's like represents that particular era.
Oh, if we had the visor, that would be an extra 50 points. Interesting.
There's nothing wrong with being a Trekkie, Rita. I am a super savant geek when it comes to Star Trek.
Thanks, Ollie. Ollie likes this game we're playing. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
Ollie, keep going. Whatever you think this is going to get me points, give me some suggestions.
Did you check your messages?
I have messages?
From me.
Oh.
One.
Well, we're coming up on 2 hours. I will park this spaceship. I will. It is Wednesday. We've been swashbuckling all week. I've been feeling froggy. I didn't want to let people down because I went extra hard during the holidays. So I'm still here,
Like my
still
name?
going.
Oh, I should change my name to that, and then I get extra points.
Oh, that I don't know if that's the way to do it.
Oh,
I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Can I do
And
one?
as you can see, these two are utterly and completely plotting against the point system.
No.
Give me a hard time. I'm just giving you a hard time.
but
So-
always helping me.
I'm
Ollie
doing
appreciates
crazy. I'm doing crazy amounts of giveaways on
me.
Tuesday.
Absolutely. But
Well,
no,
I don't know how
really-
many
yeah,
giveaways I'm doing, but
I'll do that. I like
so
that
everybody that's in the chat, you guys need to be in the chat and make sure William's in the chat on Tuesday night over at my channel.
I will be there. I hit the
you have to be there.
notification.
So
I just
you
want
have to
to
be
say
there.
this. I want
What
to say
time
this
is it
really
at?
quick.
It is
Your organization is next level. I strive to be
you.
as organized as you, Tammy, and I'm not even saying that. When I see, I'm like, whenever I see all your lives, I'm like, I am so I shame myself in the mirror. I'm like, William, you are so disorganized. Look at Tammy.
So do I need to send you like a face picture or whatever, like print, so that you can put it on the fridge and like every time you walk past the fridge, you see the picture?
No, it
and
needs to
or
be a
like-
helicopter that goes by because he likes helicopters.
I'll put it.
Oh,
Well,
shoot.
I have my hockey television right there, so I'm kind of always looking off into the distance. So I'll put it right above the hockey TV.
That way you have the inspiration. You go, okay, what would Tammy do?
Well,
WWTD. WWTD.
Yeah.
We'll remind him Monday night.
Yes,
Monday night.
absolutely.
And
No, Monday night I've got a meeting thing, so
I'll remind him
I don't know if I'm
Monday.
gonna be late. Yeah,
I'll remind
I'll
him
be here, but
Monday.
I don't know what time.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. So we've been going for 2 hours, but I will be back at it on Saturday with a new streaming service. I would just like to say, after 5 years of streaming with StreamYards, I'd like to say, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. And not in a good way. That service has completely gone downhill. I'm over it. I'm over it. I actually took an idea from Sean and made a spreadsheet with all the lives. I
Yes, he
might have
did.
to make a spreadsheet. Oh, that's a dirty word around here.
Do you want?
That's
I could send you a copy of that spreadsheet because I have it. But it
yeah,
needs to be updated. It needs to be updated.
yeah. Y'all get together and send me a copy because I don't have that.
Okay.
Like I'm not that organized.
I'm gonna ask
I'm
Sean
just
to update it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just organized enough to run my own channel.
Same. Oh, you must got your tea back. You're doing streams longer than an hour now. And I've been getting a lot more sewing done because I'm not shopping all the time. So maybe my tea levels have gone back up. I will have a new service because this is the end for StreamYards. I will be back at it on Saturday and we'll have my angles back. So we'll get to see the entire house of sewing. Well, just this room. Seriously though, Tammy, thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, you're welcome.
Please go subscribe to the Siberian Wind, not Wolf, Wind.
Please.
That's my mistake.
I just thought about it. I'm hanging over your head now because I can't.
Kara, they are so fired. This is their fire. This is StreamYard's last meal right now. I am over it. I have to face it. You're sewing more run out of fabric than shopping time because you have to.
Holly, why did you have to spill the beans?
Well, it's all here. I don't have to go shopping. So a lot of it was I would like, oh, I want to make something. And I'd go out and be like, oh, this would make a great jacket. And now I'm like walking around my house like, oh, this would make a great jacket. I need this for lining. And then that's it. There's nothing like, there's no fluff, no driving, no churros and coffee. I might go in the corner and cry. I'm kidding.
I'll make you churros.
Make my own churros and coffee.
Yes.
I was about to say, make like a 2020.
How much cinnamon sugar do you want me to put on it for you?
Shake it. I want you to get a churro stand and set up in front of my house. That's the problem is they have churro stands at the swap meet.
Okay. I'm going to charge you.
Thank you so much, Rita. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be back at it on Saturday. I'm working on a video right now. Coach, thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely.
As always.
Yes. You are welcome. And I'm welcome too. Like, this is amazing.
Come on. That's true. I am here for furniture covers as well.
Yeah.
I will be back at it on Saturday. I hope everybody has a great evening. And like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye.